Hello, everybody, once again. I'm glad you were able to join. Let's have a closer look at the telltale heart. Of course, the initial question we had is Is the author crazy or is he sane? Now, this may well go beyond the simple vote he's crazy or he's sane because it has tremendous consequences. If he's crazy, we can very well convict him of the crime he has committed because crazy people are irresponsible. He would be sent to a sanatorium. He would have a nice life with nurses, uh, with care being given from right and left, enjoying our full understanding. However, if he is sane, then he has to assume responsibility for what he has done. A sane person can tell the difference between right and wrong and bear the consequences. In which case, his punishment is going to be different. He's going to be convicted to the electric chair or prison for life, the same thing. However, if he is insane, then whatever he might have to say might very well be the production of his addled, insane brain. He becomes an unreliable narrator, which is a critical term. You probably studied it. An unreliable narrator is a narrator whose words cannot be taken at face value. At the end of the story, the narrator seems to be hearing a sound coming from underneath the planks. It's the beating of a heart. He assumes that that heart is the heart of the old man who in a spooky and supernatural way continues to beat under the planks. Now, this possible interpretation is likely because Poe oftentimes dealt with the supernatural, so it functions according to the conventions of the genre. But if the narrator is indeed insane, how do we know that he has actually killed the old man to begin with? An insane brain can create a reality which is completely off base, based on the fact that an insane brain doesn't perceive reality in the same way. The beating of the heart that he hears in the end could very well be his own heart that starts beating more and more, pumped up with adrenaline, because he suspects the detectives might actually discover his crime. Therefore, he confesses, which throws another monkey wrench in the wheels because if he has a conscience and if he feels guilt, then obviously he knows that he has done something wrong. Therefore, he's going to be sane. He cannot be crazy anymore. Crazy people don't really care about the consequence of their crazy actions. That's why they're crazy. But let's look closer at the text. In paragraph 10, if you will open the books, you will see that the narrator has heard this sound, this beating heart, before, as he was trying to prowl and to keep an eye on the old man in his bed. In paragraph 10, could the sound that he hears in paragraph 10 be actually the sound of his own heart? Read the paragraph and decide for yourselves. And now please go to the beginning of the story, the second paragraph. We have already decided that actually this is a confession which has been produced after the fact, way after the fact, 2 days, 3 days. And the narrator is telling us everything that has happened just so. It is impossible to say how first the idea entered my brain, but once conceived, it haunted me day and night. Object, there was none. Passion, there was none. I loved the old man. He had never wronged me. He had never given me insult. What could there be? For his gold? For his gold I had no desire. I think it was his eye. Yes, it was his eye. It was this. One of his eyes resembled one of a vulture. Can you detect something weird here? That the narrator discovers the motive of his actions way after the fact? What do you think about that? How would that affect our final interpretation? Let's see how the pieces of the interpretive puzzle fit. And if you need extra help, let's go back to the conventions of the genre. There is a more elaborate explanation on Talon that you might find helpful. Thank you.